They say everything happens for a reason, but I suspect everything happens for a Reese's. Like this commercial break. Did you need 15 seconds away from music? Or 15 seconds to eat a Reese's? Perhaps it's true. Everything happens for a Reese's.
This podcast is brought to you by Colgate Total. We take oral health as seriously as you take sports. That's why Colgate Total Active Prevention uses advanced technology to help prevent oral health problems like cavities and gingivitis before they start. It's clinically proven to provide 24-hour antibacterial protection with twice daily brushing after 4 weeks of use. So get a winning routine and prevent oral health problems before they start. Shop Colgate Total Active Prevention at a retailer near you.
The Emmy Award-winning HBO original series Hard Knocks Training Camp brings viewers into the preseason with unparalleled access to the reigning Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. Go behind the scenes with Sam Darnold, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and the legendary Dark Side defense as they prepare to make another run at the NFL title. See how the best in the world take the hype and pressure head-on. Your football fix starts here with the personalities and challenges that define a championship team. Bonds will be built. Bloopers will be captured. Hard Knocks Training Camp with the Seattle Seahawks premieres Tuesday, August 4th at 9 p.m. on HBO Max.
You know, the first time you play, Ray Lewis, you can't help but be like, what's this going to feel like? Like, I'm fucking blocking Ray Lewis right now. I'm in the middle of the play. Holy shit! I'm blocking Ray Lewis! Yo.
Let's give it a run here, big guy. Welcome to New Heights, a Jukes original show presented by Waves Sports and Entertainment. We are your hosts. I am Travis Kelce, 10-year tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, and this is my big brother by 2 years, Jason Kelce, a 12-year NFL vet for the Philadelphia Eagles. And New Heights is our new talk show where we will be giving you next-level access to the NFL in both from Philly all the way to Kansas City and much, much more. New Heights comes out every Wednesday. Watch and subscribe on our YouTube channel and listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Follow the show on all social media platforms, please, at New Heights Show. Jason, what is good, baby? It's good to finally get this thing rolling, brother.
Yeah, it's been a while. We've talked about this for some time, so to finally be able to get this started, I'm excited. On our first show, we're keeping it simple. We didn't really know how to kick things off, so the producers and us decided to do 12 questions in honor of our 12 Pro Bowls.
All right now.
Which are mostly contributed by Travis. And we're going to be doing a 12 question and answer period. So with that, the first question is
hold on. We gotta at least talk about New Heights, man.
So why do we call it New Heights?
No, I mean New Heights being a dual meaning, I believe. So it's obviously me and my brother venturing into a new world, a new playing field, which is on mic and on camera, showing our personality, showing our dynamic, and we thought it'd be fun to bring that to you guys, but also we are very prideful of where we come from in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, that Northeast Ohio love, that we actually got some ties at Jukes and Wave Sports, both throughout the industry and back in Cleveland. So it's pretty cool that we get to experience both of these together, man.
Whenever we can rep the Heights, it's always something that we try and do. We've lived in few areas, especially for professional athletes. We grew up in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Had a tremendous community there, so we want to pay respects to the people and the family members who helped make us who we are. Question 1. What took so long for us to start a podcast?
You know what? I think it was a little bit of, waiting for the right time. Doing something like this can always kind of get looked at like you're not focused on the field, and that's the last thing I think either one of us ever want, is to let anybody know that our heart isn't in it full go throughout the season. But I think throughout both of our careers, we've been able to show what kind of teammates we are, and how much we really care about what's going on out there on the field. So I think getting established kind of helped at least me feel more at ease about doing something like this.
Yeah, I would agree. I think we've talked about doing something like this for a while. We just talked about how we both grew up in Cleveland Heights. We both went to Cincinnati. So being in two completely different states and not being able to see each other for the course of the season, we've always thought about a way to maybe interact and keep track of each other and what's happening in our lives during the season, because a lot of times that falls by the wayside with everything going on.
You know it, man.
And I think, as COVID obviously was a rough time, but we've seen how successful a lot of these podcasts and video shows can be, doing it virtual and being in different areas and different places. And when we really sat down and looked at what the time commitment would be every week, it's basically a 2-hour window every Tuesday on our off day that we're going to come in here and talk. And, I've done radio shows that have been hour-long episodes on XTU for a couple years in Philly. I do radio call-ins. And what really, I think, made me pull the trigger and really be happy about doing this with you is the fact that we get to kind of say whatever we want, which could be dangerous for sure, but
more so for you. You got a little bit more to say than me, but
but I think it's a way for us to be authentic and to offer unframed opinions from journalists or media members. We just kind of get to say what we think works. So that's
well,
question
we know
one.
works, baby. And I think it was a little bit of the right opportunity, man. Shout out to Waves and Jukes
For sure.
for definitely making us feel at ease and comfortable with jumping into this thing.
No doubt.
What was the highlight of the off season, brother? You gotta let the people know, man. You had a fun off season.
Yeah, I had a fun off season. I think the highlight was probably Elliot starting to talk.
For those that don't know, Elliot is my beautiful niece.
Yes.
My brother's youngest.
She's 1.5 years old right now, and she started to talk this year, and she is a chatty Cathy, man. The
younger ones seem to be a little bit more active.
She's trying to keep up with her older sister, and man, it's just been so fun watching her. But then outside of that, the other highlight of my off season was going to see my cows in Missouri, the Show Me State, where they showed me some cows.
Man, what a beautiful place Missouri is, man.
Missouri's okay. But the cows were gorgeous.
I think it's so funny that I've been out here for 10 years and I've never once thought about getting into farming. And you've been up there in the East Coast for 12 years. And you find a way to get into buying cows, buying cattle?
Yeah.
What got you into that?
I think going to the Cousins farm growing up in West Virginia got me interested in farming and was like a fun experience growing up. Outside of that, as I've become more conscious about my diet in the NFL and
now
knowledgeable of kind of where food comes from and how it's raised.
Getting a little heavy?
I'm not,
all right.
I'm not trying to get heavy. I just started to get interested in it. And there's a strength coach with the Eagles, Pat. Shout out to Pat. He and I would nerd out in the weight room during downtime about grass-fed beef and maybe one day having our own operation and doing something that's productive for the land and all that stuff. And he got in contact with a woman in Missouri, Ann, and her husband, and they've.
So Pat's in on this too?
Pat's in on it too. Yep.
All right, now Pat.
And,
I haven't even met Pat yet. What is this?
Well, yeah, one day. But she said, if you guys are really interested in doing this, why don't you get some cows and we'll let them run with our herd and you can come out and visit them. So I bought 11 cows. We had 9 calves, and I went out there for calving and branding, which is, I don't know if anybody, I know for a fact you haven't seen what a branding looks like.
I probably would never
This
get that far into it.
This is like they did it the old school style. Guys on horses, lassos, roping them, tying them down, piece of hot iron in the fire. And
funny, man.
I'm not gonna lie, it was intense. It was very intense.
Did you?
Oh yeah. You got to. It also prevents people from stealing them, which I don't think happens that much anymore. But regardless, yeah, you do the branding, and then you also got to castrate the ones that you're not going to keep as bulls. So I don't know if I had to castrate my first bull. It was hard.
You city slicker, you, man. Did you do it in Timberlands or did you
I
do
had
it
my Merrill hiking boots that I climbed Mount
Okay.
Kilimanjaro in. All right.
There you go.
Yeah. So I had my granola crunching hiker boots on while I was knuckles deep in this bull's nutsack, and I'm not gonna lie, it was
What are you
intense.
doing?
It was I wasn't doing it right because apparently you don't just cut them off. There's two ways. There's two ways you do it. Either one, you do the banded method, and the band cuts off the blood supply,
I'm
and
out,
the nuts
man.
just
I'm
fall
out.
off.
I'm out. Where are we even going with this? I don't want to know
You
about
asked
how
me
you
what I
did
did this offseason. This was the highlight.
You don't have to
highlight
get
of
into
my
how you
offseason.
cut a bull's balls off, man. I don't want to hear this.
Highlight. What did you do this offseason? Oh, I partied in Las Vegas. Cool. Been there, done that. Have you cut a bull's nuts off? No, I don't think you have. All right.
Oh man, have you ever won a golf tournament? No, I have won my first golf tournament this
Cool.
offseason.
All right, you keep
in
golfing.
Vegas,
All right, whatever.
and then I partied my ass off in Vegas.
You got to thank Pat for helping you win everything these days. So
That's a pretty good one.
That's a
Shout
good
out
one,
to
right?
Big Pat. Another shout out to Pat.
Anyways, so the
Another big time or a big a fun activity that I did this offseason was the celebrity bar crawl in
nice.
the Shore, man. That was
Yeah.
a blast. That was a pleasant surprise. Not only did we get to enjoy the Eagles and everybody over at the Shore for a great cause, the Eagles Autism Foundation. We ended up getting the entire family under one roof or one tent, and that's always the best.
Yeah, we don't get to do that enough. Hopefully, we'll keep doing that a little bit more. But yeah, Ryan and the Eagles Autism Foundation really helped that go off without a hitch again. Shout out to Ocean Drive, the best damn bar in the land, but especially down at the Shore in Sea Isle. They've been unbelievably supportive and giving towards autism-related research and causes for years, far preceding me. So for them to allow us to go out there, have fun, interact with fans, and just have an overall good time drinking some adult beverages.
Get absolutely hammered.
Yeah.
I was doing $100 chug-offs.
Yep.
And I went 8-0, and then finally somebody beat me, man. I was pissed.
Well,
I think they handed me like a heavy lager though, man, because that was that one was it was thick and it was heavy. I didn't like it, man.
They might have. I didn't lose a
Trick
single
ass.
chug off, so I don't know what that feels like. But
I'm beating you every time.
we'll have to get that on camera one day.
I'll take this next one though, man. Time to address the elephant in the room, brother. Is this Jason's last dance with the Philadelphia Eagles in his NFL career?
You know, that's a good question. I wish I knew the answer to it.
I know it.
What do you think?
You got at least 2 more left. At least 2. I've seen you run around. You still got it, guy.
Yeah, I can still run.
Everyone still sees you got it. That's why they keep, raised up in the ante every year.
Yeah, we still got 17 games and then some left. So we'll see how I'm running at the end of the season. But,
Said that last year. They said that the year before.
If I'm being honest, my body is starting to fall apart. I mean, this is my 12th year. I couldn't even do training camp this year. I got surgery in the middle of it, not even in the middle, the beginning of it.
Just a little cleanup. Just a little cleanup.
It's all a little cleanup. I got every joint in my body could use a little cleanup. I think, it's always something at this point. So I think my body is definitely starting to tell me some things. But, this is the first training camp I've ever not participated in and been on the field for. And, Kylie says this.
Huh?
Kylie's mom my wife always told her this. Absence makes the heart go fonder. And man, was that true for training camp this year? It was in some ways cool to be able to help guys and be in some ways a player coach while rehabbing and not being able to play. I felt like I was able to help some guys, but man, nothing replaces being out on the field. In the moment it's not there, the moment you're not out there playing, it hits you like a ton of bricks when you're just watching it. And so I just practiced for the first time yesterday, and I was like a kid in a candy store. It was
flying around like he was 21 all over.
Oh
again.
my gosh, I was like an offensive lineman in a candy store. It was a blast. It was a good time. I was running around chasing people. It felt really, really good to be back out on the field with my teammates and playing the game. And there's one thing Dad always said was being an athlete could be over in a second. You could be walking down the street today, step off the curb, trip the wrong way, and your career could be over. So really enjoy every day, enjoy every snap, because you never know when your last one's coming. And to get more direct with answering the question, I don't know if this is my last year, but I know for one thing, I'm going to damn sure enjoy the hell out of it and have some fun. So that's all I got.
I know we all can't wait to watch, baby. So then the question becomes, if it ever was decided before the season, would you ever want that farewell tour like that?
No.
That send-off?
No.
No?
No, because then it becomes about you and not about the team. I don't want that.
This guy's a team guy. Look at him.
Well, no, I just...
No, I'm with you. I couldn't do it.
It would be a weird dynamic.
Yeah. It's one thing in the NBA where you play so many games and it's so many... it's one thing like that, but I don't know about a send-off
and I don't,
the NFL. It's weird.
And I don't think if you, I do kind of think if you are already ready to retire or know you're going to retire at the end of the year, I think that your mindset is probably not in the right spot. I think
that's fair.
I really think you just got to be in the moment and be where your feet are, be in the right spot. Headspace to go out there and be the best player and teammate you can be. So I don't, no, farewell tour, that might work well for sitcoms, but I'm not interested in doing it in the NFL. Next question. We're on 4 now. Your first year was terrible, so I can't wait to hear this answer. Let's go back to Travis's first year. What was the biggest challenge adjusting to the pros? And was there a teammate or opponent that scared you?
My welcome to the league moment where I didn't know what happened. It was like somebody, like a freight train hit me, and I just felt like there were bullets flying, like I was in modern warfare or something. It was just it was the craziest feeling I'd ever had in my life, because I had never been hit like that with that many people watching me. And it was against the Tennessee Titans, the first year that I actually played. Actually, my first game where I actually got a handful of plays and got the ball thrown to me and everything. I was running a slant, thought it was like a cover 4, cover 2 look, so I was just running it, just past the flat defender. Big Pollard from the Titans, Bernard Pollard, came downhill and absolutely just smoked me. I mean, from his chest right into the sternum, the high sternum, so where you get that neck whiplash out of that thing. And luckily I hit the ground before the ball came out, but the ball did come out, and I thought I fumbled in the red zone in my first game ever. But no, I just got welcomed to the league.
That's not good. You had to overcome some major stuff your first year.
Yeah,
let's touch on that.
The biggest thing that year was mentally having faith that the surgery that I was getting was going to be all right, because microfractures, it's no fun.
It could be a career ender. There's a lot of guys that don't come back from microfracture.
Yeah, and if when I found out that I had microfracture, I looked that up unknowing and saw some scares. But at the end of the day, it's just having faith in your body and having faith in all the trainers and everybody around you. I got so many good people in Kansas City, man.
Yeah, Rick Burkholder. Shout out Rick. What did Rick tell you when he told you needed to have microfracture? How did that process go down?
It was a long question from training camp all the way till probably about week 6, what exactly was wrong with my knee, and I knew something was going on in there.
Yeah, I
couldn't figure it out on an MRI or an X-ray, so we went in there and did a scope, and when they saw the scope, that's when I got the MRI or got the microfracture surgery. They were like, "We're already in here. We might as well just get it done. It needs to be done." So I woke up and found out I had to be on crutches for 3 months, and I wasn't allowed to run for 8 months, but and then read up on microfracture surgery and just spiraled down a hole of just doubt of, man, I might not ever be the same athlete, let alone be able to play in the NFL. But because I had yet to play a game, I was out there. Well, I technically played in one game. I played in the second game of the year, Dallas Cowboys. Man, it was one play, and it was a blocked field goal right before half. Not my most proud moment, man. I went in there with my left knee feeling bad, and the left tight end on field goal got injured. So I went in there, told the guy on the right side, I was like, dude, they're about to rush from the left side. You got to take the left side.
Did they rush from the left side?
They rushed from the left side and blocked it. And so that was my only. That was my only play my rookie year.
What happened to the guy that
dressed for 6 games, but that was my only play.
What happened to the guy that went and
the reciprocal, man? Sean McGrath. He stayed on the team for a few years.
All right, so it wasn't like he didn't get cut or anything because of
no.
I was gonna say that'd be super screwed up, man. That'd be terrible.
Yeah, man, that's when you just
All right, well, for me,
teammate,
I guess for me, the first year of my NFL career, there were a couple things that were difficult. The first thing, obviously, everybody talks about the speed of the game. I think that that's very apparent the first time you step out on the field. I was a 6th-round pick going into camp, not really knowing what to expect. And what compounded it and made it even harder was the fact that we had a lockout. So there was no OTAs, no mini camps.
You were in the Natty with me, baby.
Yeah, that's right. I got the playbook the day I showed up for training camp. So we went out there, and Andy Reid used to do this the first couple practices, the 10-10-10s. I don't know if he still does it, but it's like
just got done doing one.
Yeah, so the 10-10-10s, and in that period, the 2 offense ends up going up against the starting defense. And I had never done an NFL snap, and the speed at which the play happened was like, I still vividly remember how fast everything happened. I think when college, everybody's played against a player that's fast enough to play in the league or good enough to play in the league. But when you take in that all 11 guys on both sides are that way, everything just happens quicker. The line moves quicker. The back moves quicker. The processing happens faster. So it takes a couple weeks to truly get used to that level of just how quickly you have to process things. And then teammates that I was scared of or opponents, I don't really remember being scared of guys. I think what I really remember is just playing with or playing against these names that, you grew up watching and grew up.
Oh yeah. You were snapping the ball to Michael Vick.
That's right.
What do you mean? Hell yeah. I know
was
exactly
on a dream
what you're
team.
saying.
The Eagles that year, I'm snapping the ball to Michael Vick, who was a god growing up, the best quarterback ever, human highlight reel. Then behind him, I'm snapping the ball to Vince Young, who had just won a national championship not too long ago.
Yes.
Then at running back, LaShawn McCoy. At wideout, we had Jeremy Maclin, Deshaun Jackson. At tight end, we had Brent Selleck. Was not an awestruck at him at all. He was a Cincinnati guy, about as underwhelming of a tight end as you can get. But he was a great tight end. I love Brent.
Great tight end.
But
never got enough love, baby.
And then, the first time you play, Ray Lewis, the first time I played London Fletcher, Vince Wilfork. Whenever you're going up against these guys, you can't help but be like, man, I'm what's this gonna feel like? I'm fucking blocking Ray Lewis right now. I'm in the middle of the play. I'm not only am I doing my assignment, but I'm like, holy shit, I'm blocking Ray Lewis. You know what I mean? That's a crazy moment. I feel like the first time
Absolutely
it happens.
Wild.
So, anyways.
I remember my the first time I ever blocked James Harrison. Man, he's got the visor on. His arms are as big as my legs. He's low to the ground. He feels like he's a stump, and you just can't move him.
Yeah.
And it was the backside of a run. I cut him off, and he didn't make the tackle, so I feel like I won the block. Right?
It's a win.
It's a win.
Unless
He
he
didn't make the
like
tackle, it's a
disrupted
win.
it and kind of like stalled it out, and then somebody else made the tackle. But
And I said, yeah. And I thought I was like looking at him, but I'm not even sure because the visor is so black. It's like, man, I think he's staring at me. And I'm like, yeah, I just got you. But I don't know if he's really.
that's Debo
And
right there.
that's always a question. It's just always like, man, is he? It just makes him feel like he's crazy.
Yeah, he's a real life version of
Like
Debo.
he's the Joker.
Yeah, you don't know. It's
There you
Debo.
go.
There ain't nobody else. And for sure, James Harrison gave you nothing on the field except for a deathly stare that let you know he was going to try and kill you every single snap. And it's a good thing you wear the visor because I think he would have been more intimidating without the visor on, personally.
Give me a reason why the Eagles fans should be excited about this season, man. Outside of all the moves
Come on
you guys
now.
made in the offseason.
I don't even need to say it. I mean, it's all over sports talk shows.
It's
and
exciting.
ESPN, Good Morning Football. Kyle
exciting
Brandt
times.
is over here talking about it. I think everybody's excited for the Eagles, and for good reason. We've made some really, really good improvements, mainly a lot of new additions on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, we've added a pretty darn good receiver in A.J. Brown. I don't know if you've heard of him. So
I've played against him. He's had a few good games against.
we just
us,
traded
unfortunately.
for Chauncey Gardner, who told me that you guys traded jerseys after one of the games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, we got a really, really good group of guys. We got a lot of talent. It's our second year with this coaching regime. This is actually Jalen Hurts' first time with keeping the same head coach and coaching regime. So, I think that there's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot of things that are indicative of that we're going to have a good season. But,
Indicative.
is that too big of a word?
IND. Is there a Q in there?
I don't know. It's like to indicate. Anyways, so for some reason in Philadelphia, man, every year that the media thinks we're going to do real well and they're pumping us up, we end up not doing very good. And every year that the media thinks we're going to be shit, we end up overachieving. So, and it's not like people are wrong. I mean, there's no question we have a lot of talent. I think it comes down to, man, if you're not coming to work every single day, if you aren't humble enough as a team, as a player, as a coaching staff, to understand that you got to get better and that you got to critique everything the way you do when you're losing games or when you're not expected to win, you're not going to be getting better. And in this league, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. So I think as long as we keep track of that, and I think we will, we have good leaders.
I get better. You're getting worse, baby.
Yeah.
You ain't first, you're last.
Hey, Ricky Bobby, he's got some good ones.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby.
Ricky Bobby. Little pancakes. That's what the O-line's going to be trying to do. We're not laying pancakes this year. We're laying crepes, baby. Going to put the crepes on you.
Crepes?
All right. It sounded good in my head. Fuck off. All right.
It's not as fluffy.
All right.
Flapjacks.
Give me some reasons to be excited about the Chiefs, because if I'm to believe everything that Tyreek Hill is saying, I don't think I should be excited about the Chiefs at all.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Tyreek, man. He's using this platform really well right now.
Cheetah!
Let
me tell you, we were just down in Miami at joint
We'll see
practices
how
with
good
him.
they are.
We were just down in Miami with joint practices.
It's the cheetah, baby.
Bro, he's faster.
It's the cheetah.
Yeah.
No, he's the real deal.
Yeah.
You can't listen. The best receiver in the league. I've been saying it for the past 4 or 5 years, man.
It was impressive.
He never got the full respect for being how good of a wide receiver he was, and I think it was because of how our offense was one of the best in the league. Pat being one of the best in the league, me being high up on the tight end board, and it was just like, us being a tandem was why we were so good. And I think we're about to see this year exactly how good Tyreek is and how good this offense can be without a huge playmaker like that. Not saying that we didn't go out there and grab guys like him, but there is no other cheetah, and I'm not gonna sit here and blow smoke and act like there is. But we got some great players, man. We got some unbelievable wide receivers in Juju and MVS. Still got Mecole Hardman, who can fly. He's a jet engine with the ball.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you got to recreate every team every year, and regardless of who you lose and who you get. It's going to be a process through training camp and through the preseason to be able to find that mold, and then throughout the season be able to sustain that.
Yeah.
And you know it better than anybody, man. It's exciting times right now because now is the new. You get to be able to go out there and show everybody what you've been working on all off season and just tee off on guys.
Yeah. How has the offense changed a lot without having Tyreek? Like, I know you guys used to do all these crazy motions with him,
yeah.
and like these little things. He would like dance around the quarterback almost, and then peel back out.
We still got all types of fun stuff like that for sure. I mean, the shifts in motions, being able to, that's what makes this offense difficult is because we have so many different types of personnels. We can put guys everywhere in the personnel and in the formation. There's so many different formations and motions and shifts and all these little gadgets things that you have to be, dialed in and smart to be able to understand.
Yeah.
And that was one thing that Tyreek was unbelievable with is he was a very intelligent football player. He had the speed and the athleticism, but the smarts and the brains to be able to understand what the defense is doing and how to manipulate them to, do what he wants.
How's Pat doing? Is he doing pretty good?
Mahomes, baby, he just keeps getting better, man.
Yeah.
Right now he's real comfortable in the pocket right now.
Well, you guys got
you
a
can
good
see it in
line.
preseason. He's just kind of, feeling it out in there, man. And that's a caps off to our offensive line, being able to get another year together. Orlando Brown leading those boys.
Big.
Trey Smith, it, baby. One of your guys, Creed Humphrey.
Yeah, I like Creed. I like Trey. Your O-line is very, very good. Joe Thuney.
Joe Thuney, know it, man.
Is it Thuney or Thuney? Have I been pronouncing it wrong my whole life?
Yes. Yeah.
My whole life, I mean, like
it's like Tomey. It's the whole Jim Tomey deal.
Man,
TH Tone.
Listen,
yeah.
How did that?
But Dayton, Ohio guy, baby. Another Ohio guy, baby.
I love Ohio guys, but man, if you got a TH in your name, it's a th. It's not a t. So
get this guy out of here, man.
No, I saw the Washington game and I thought Pat looked like the same old Pat. He was dialed in. It was fun to watch every drive. I think you guys had ended in a touchdown. I'm pretty sure. So obviously it's only preseason, but
right.
I'm looking. It doesn't look like you guys are missing much on offense. To say that.
I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited for it. What's your QB situation looking like over there? Are we getting better over there, or how's Jalen been doing?
Jalen's been doing great. Like I said, I forget what the stat is. I heard it the other day, but it's like this is like the first time he's had the same offensive coaches back-to-back years. I don't know if it's been since he's at Alabama or where but it's been a while. Let's say that. This is his third year. The first year, really, he only played about 4 games, so it's a little bit of a wash. Last year, I thought he did great. He progressed throughout the whole season. He just keeps getting better. And he's one of those guys that just like the intangibles, the way he leads, he's got that confidence that is that like quiet confidence that just commands control in the huddle. But he had a great camp. So I'm looking forward to watching him do some incredible things. We got a lot of really, really good weapons. We got guys, if teams want to line up and play man coverage, good luck. It's going to be, as long as we can protect it up, there's going to be some plays to be made down the field. So, between, Devontae, AJ, Dallas Goedert, and then outside of that, I mean, we got Quez Watkins, Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, Kenny Gain. I mean, we got a lot of really, really good skill position players. And, Jalen's going to have everybody watching him, and rightfully so. That's what it is at the quarterback position. Everybody's going to want to know how he's doing. Everybody's going to be watching him. It's all going to be judged, and he's going to be the main one judge. So I think he's looking forward to this challenge. I think we're all looking forward to having a really, really good year.
What was your favorite off-season QB move, man? I know mine.
Well, I think as an offensive line, I'm always biased, but my favorite offseason move is probably getting Joe Burrow like some semblance of like an offensive line and getting him protected because, they probably win the Super Bowl last year if they have a better offensive line. No, I mean, the Rams are really, really good too.
That stings.
Yeah.
That stings.
Well, yeah. I mean, you guys gave that one up in the second half, but that's your own fault. But I think Joe's a really, really good quarterback and probably going to be one for a while in this league. And I think if they've addressed their offensive line issues, they're going to be a very, very difficult team in the AFC. But if we're going like pure like quarterback move, I also like Matt Ryan. I think Indianapolis has a really, really
Matt
good
Ryan.
cast.
Okay,
Yeah,
Matty
I know.
Ice.
The old vet. Yeah, I think Indianapolis has a really, really good support staff. They have a good offensive line. They have a great running back. But more importantly, I just think Frank Reich. He's always been around successful quarterbacks, whether it's as a player, playing with the Bills, with Jim Kelly.
He thrives with guys that can handle it all.
He's just been surrounded by quarterbacks that have been and played well. Phillip Rivers, Peyton Manning. He's been around.
Who do you have last year again?
Well, he had Carson Wentz last year. Carson didn't do too bad. He did all right.
Listen, they were balling, man.
Yeah,
they were balling.
They almost made the playoffs. Obviously, it wasn't a good last game for them, but I think Frank finds a way to get the most out of guys at that position. So I'm excited to see what that offense looks like.
Philly, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the offense looks like with Matt there. I think it's a good situation for him. He's also got the best backup quarterback in the NFL in Nick Foles.
Says he got our Nicky
Yeah.
Foles, Nicky Foles.
Yeah,
He's throwing me a few.
yeah, BDN
Just
out there in
presence.
Indy. He's laying it down. So,
Laying it down. He's forever laying it down, man.
Shout out to you, Nick. All right, what's the next question?
My favorite. I got to give my favorite one, man. Russell Wilson to the Broncos. Are you kidding me? He's going to come in the division. I'm not going to lie. He was already in a tough division, but to be able to see what was going on already in the division and just be willing to come in with three other great quarterbacks, explosive offenses, and some pretty solid defenses. That's for sure. He might have the best defense out of them all. But
they are stacked on the defensive side of the ball. They made some really good moves in the offseason.
I respect a lot of those, a lot of their DBs for sure, man. Smart guys.
Especially in our positions. What's it like when the team transitions from a veteran quarterback to a younger quarterback? I'll let you start.
I would just say the energy level, man. The energy level is completely different, man. It's like I always make the analogy. Coach Reed says it. We give the quarterback the keys to the car, man. And it's like when you're driving in a veteran's car. You've seen it. You've heard the music before, right? You know exactly what you're getting. This guy's, he's playing bangers. Playing absolute bangers. If you're
What's he
good,
playing?
it's awesome. You know
What's
what I
he
mean?
playing?
He's playing some Spotty Oddy Dopalicious.
Oh, I just listened to that for the
school bangers, man. You know what I mean? It's just like, man, that's a forever banger right there. The horns, man. You can't beat the
horns. You got
horns.
to go with the brass section.
So they're playing the music that you love to hear, and when the new guy's in the front seat, it's like he's playing music you haven't even heard before, and it's just banging though. You're like, man, this is some heat. This is some good. I can vibe to this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just completely different energies from like the songs that you love, and the new songs that you're just like, man, those are. I can ride with that.
Yeah. I've been. Let's see. Obviously, more recently, Jalen Hurts has been a young quarterback, but I've played with Nick Foles in his first start. I've played with Carson Wentz in his first start. There's been Matt Barkley. I played with a lot of younger quarterbacks who have been kind of going out there for the first time. And I think the biggest difference is especially for me as a center in charge of the communication aspects, you just try and take a little bit more off their plate. You want them to be able to focus on just their job and not have to worry about too many other things. And then as they progress and as they get more comfortable, their role kind of expands, and they become more confident in either checking plays or doing things outside of the framework of what happens. And I'm kind of always doing that, even with veteran quarterbacks. But I think when it's a younger quarterback, you're just more cognizant of trying to just give him as few things to think about as possible. Like, just focus on your reads. I'll take care of the protections.
No, everything.
Yeah. You gotta,
No, you
But,
need to do everything as a quarterback. You really do. To be
well,
top tier, you have to do everything. You have to at least have an understanding of it all.
well,
You know
yeah,
what I
but I
mean?
think it takes a while to be able to do that immediately. Even though you have knowledge of it, there's a difference of like having knowledge of it and processing it all in a span of like 10 to 15 seconds. And I think when guys are younger, you need to try and maybe, all right, my boy Kels, he's got this portion. I'm just going to do this, and I know it's good. I know that Nick always appreciated that.
Trust
and,
it, man.
Yeah,
That's what having good teammates is for, brother.
yeah. So I think that's the biggest thing with having a younger quarterback is just, and then also just, depending on the guy, just continue to breed confidence in him. That's with all young players, like, making sure that, as an older player, you've been through the ringer. You've been up and down. You've been through all the highs and lows. I think young guys have a tendency to let the lows affect them a lot more because a lot of these guys, especially with how good they've been in college and high school and growing up, they're not used to something bad happening maybe. And so that's part of your job as a veteran player in general is just to like, nah, hey, we got this next one. Let's go. Forget
Keep
that.
that energy up,
Flush
baby.
it.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go. We got another drive coming up. All right. You got this next question. Number 9. If you lost track.
What's the position matchup on the field that you're all week you're watching on film and you're just like, man, this is that dude. I got to bring it.
Well, I mean, anytime you're playing a guy who's disrupting the quarterback a lot as an offensive lineman, you're paying a lot of attention to him. Not just his array of moves of what they like to do schematically to free him up, how they're trying to maybe get him one-on-one matchups, all those things you're trying to keep track. But I would say the things that probably keep me in the film room the most, or the things that I look at the most, are when I'm playing coordinators that have a large variety of blitzes, especially on third down, where you get into these exotic formations and personnels. And, there's a guy this year that we're playing, Wink Martindale over with the New York Giants, who I have a ton of respect for. He was with the Ravens for a long time. And I mean, he's one of those guys that on tape, it's really, really hard to get a beat on where the pressure's coming from.
Yeah.
He coaches those guys very well to not tip it off. It can come from anywhere. It can come from the right, from the left, up the middle. So, there's always a little bit more of extra film work put in whenever we're playing a coordinator who is that good at disguising things.
Yeah, man. I would say 100%. I'm thinking more D coordinator whenever I'm watching film.
Yeah.
I'm definitely thinking of tendencies on how certain linebackers play certain coverages. They usually tip it off the most.
Do you group it into like families? Like for me, if I'm playing like one of the Seattle Seahawks cover 3, like or oriented coordinators, I'm like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, okay, they play coverage this way. They line the front like this. This is the way their D-line usually plays. And then you go to the tape to see, is that adding up? Is it still the same as it's been for years? And every year it changes a little bit. Like those guys are playing more shell now than they've ever played.
If you're not
used to almost always be exclusively, middle field closed, cover 3. We're running it. Good luck beating it.
Last year, I think it was with the Raiders, and we played them twice.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of cover 3 and a lot of cover 4. And,
a
lot of cover 4 throughout the entire league against us because of a guy, the cheetah, but and the speed, the other speed that we had. But
really, ever since that, I really think it's ever since that Super Bowl that you guys lost, unfortunately, to Tampa Bay. I feel like the model has been like quarters. More and more teams are playing shell.
All I've seen is quarters since that year.
Yeah. Well, especially against you guys because you guys have been so dynamic. But even for us, like it's been shocking how much it's shifted back to a shell in very soft box.
For those who don't know who shell is, it's too high. Too high safeties. Guys playing more deep coverage to force everything underneath, and then everybody rallies to tackle, kind of keeping the ball in front of them instead of letting these big hitters happen all game.
It tries to make you put together a perfect drive, which is hard to do offensively, which I get. But
to consistently put together 10-play drives is that's probably the hardest thing as an offense to be able to do.
Yep.
But I was going to say that not just the defensive coordinators, but a guy, Derwin James, man.
Ooh.
He's a absolute beast on the defensive side. I got a lot of respect for him, both in the pass coverage and just absolutely throwing his weight around, man. He's a lot of safeties are out here throwing their weight around, but he's one of the bigger guys that can actually lay the wood, man.
Yeah, I just want to thank you because I think I have seen him absolutely annihilate offensive linemen. Like Derwin James.
He brings it, man.
Bro, he hits harder than most linebackers in the league.
He's one of my favorite football players to watch, except for when we play him.
He's like the closest thing to Cam Chancellor, but he's like a more like athletic version. Not athletic. Cam Chancellor is athletic. He's just more all over the place. You know what I mean?
More fluent of an athlete. I will say that. Cam was he was a big dude.
He's a thumper. I saw him one time hit Iapati so hard that it looked like it broke his neck. But Derwin James, same thing. He'll come down and lay the wood. But the reason I want to thank you is because you're my brother. All of these guys love me. Derwin's coming on, like, hey, I was just with Trav the other week, or like, I'm telling you, I get so much street cred for being Travis Kelce's brother within the defensive backfields and linebackers. It has tremendously made my job easier. So thank you, Travis.
It's vice versa. There's offensive linemen, defensive linemen especially interior D linemen that I have no idea.
Stop.
I have no idea.
You're lying.
Had a
Nobody.
guy
This is our podcast. We don't need to lie. Nobody's giving you credit for being Jason Kelce's brother, but I'll take the credit from Travis.
A lot of them, I don't even know their name because I just don't know the names of all the offensive linemen.
You don't pay attention to O-line, D-line. So, I got it. All right. You just watch the ball. I understand. All right. So question 10.
How'd we get here, man?
Excluding yourself and teammates.
Hold on to that ball.
Excluding yourself and teammates, who's that guy at your position? You're up.
Yeah, I'm thinking, man.
It's not that hard.
It is.
No,
I can't just
first
say
name's,
one guy.
You know who it is. His first name starts with G. His last name starts with K.
George Kittle.
What were you talking about? Is there anybody else?
Love for a lot of guys in the league. That's all.
You're going to say Waller?
I don't like singling out just one person.
Well, say all of them.
Darren Waller, 100%, the best tight end in the league last year.
What's
first team All-Pro?
Buddy in Baltimore.
Mark Andrews.
Thank you. Sorry, Mark.
Mark Andrews.
I know your name. My brain is not as quick as it used to be.
Yeah, man. I mean the tight end. It's all your offense, to be honest. I stand behind that a lot, man. I get a lot of opportunities in my offense to be able to make plays downfield. I don't think George gets enough looks.
Right.
I don't think Mark even gets enough looks.
Well, it's George's own fault. He's such a good blocker.
Listen,
George, if you want more targets, just be shittier at blocking. They'll throw the ball more and you'll get more targets. I mean, it's that simple. Stop being such a great, dominant run blocker and you will get more targets, George.
That's not how it works, Jason.
It's not how it works?
It's not how it works.
All right.
Kyle has to call the play for him. And he's not getting those plays. Well, he is. He's just not getting enough of them. Okay. Darren Waller's getting a bunch of plays called for him. Last year, he got banged up a little bit, but I think he had 19 targets in one game. That's a dream. Wish I could. I mean, if I ever get close to that, that's a hell of a game. I can only imagine getting the ball thrown at me 20 times.
Yeah, I think I'd pass out after the first 4 if they try to throw me the ball.
I've been waiting for them.
I ran a deep out route before the 4th preseason game one year, and almost blew out my hamstring. So I'm never doing that again.
Stop it!
I swear to God, I was doing the warm ups. I was like, I'm gonna go run some routes. I don't even know if it was a deep out. It might have just been a regular. It was
5-yard out.
No, it wasn't 5 yards. It was down the field. It might have. What's another one that goes out like that?
Just a deep stick.
No, this was like it was a deep out. I know what it was.
A corner?
No, because it was more flat.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You didn't know what you did.
I put my left foot in the ground at 12 yards, and I broke it out, and I was out at like 15. What's that sound like?
Deep stick.
I was going sticky stop though. I was going out.
No, you don't. All right, I'm not getting.
Listen, a stick is like you stick it.
You never ran a route before in your life.
Out, you go out.
Crazy. You stick your foot in the ground and you run out. That's what you do.
Well, then they should call it an out. That's a fucking stupid name for a stick. What
You're right. There's a lot of those fucking dumbass names in the football world.
Oh, the one that drives me the most crazy for all of those football guys out there. Why in the fuck? in the numbering system of O-line and D-line and alignments, it goes 0 is a head-up shade on a center. 1.
Oh, don't, Jason, you're talking. Yeah, I'm talking. You're talking.
I got to say this because it's bugged me my entire career. 0 is head up on the center. 1 is on his shoulder. 2 eye, inside shoulder of the guard. 2, head up on the guard.
I'm sorry
3,
to our
outside
listeners
shoulder.
that are
4
listening
eye.
to hear Jason speaking Chinese. Go ahead. Keep going, Jason.
4 eye, head up on or inside of the tackle. 4 head up. 5
Where's the
outside.
5 eye?
5. There's no 5 eye. It
There's
goes
no 5
straight
eye.
to 7.
I knew it.
And then a 6 is head up. And then 9 is outside. It makes no fucking sense.
This is definitely not.
It doesn't make. It's never made sense.
This entire segment isn't making the show. Nobody knows what you're talking. You're just speaking random right now.
Well, there's somebody out there that is understanding what I'm saying.
There is.
And for them, we're gonna see. Hey, me and you. Hey, we get it.
Jason, you're in the interior. Your numbers make sense. Mine are the ones that don't.
I know.
So you're preaching to the choir, except for nobody understands but me.
All right.
Who's that dude at your position, man? Who's that guy? I'll tell you what, man. You got a hell of a backup.
Oh, Cam. Yeah, Cam had a tremendous.
I enjoyed watching him play this year, man. At least in the preseason so far.
Yeah, he had a tremendous preseason. He's been great ever since he got here. He's one of those guys that just goes to work trying to get better.
Love it, man.
When we were looking at him before the draft, you saw that athleticism, you saw the strength. I think he's ended up being everything we thought he was and more. So I think he's got a really, really bright future ahead of him, man. I think I'm looking forward to watching that. I'm looking forward to seeing who he ends up becoming. I think he could be a very, very special player in this league. Well, he will be a very special player in this league. And then outside of him, man, there's a lot of good centers in this league. The one that didn't play at all last year and who I think is probably the best, or before the injury at least, was the most well-rounded center, probably Frank Ragnow up in Detroit. Really, really good player. We play him week 1. So I hope he plays absolutely terrible. Frank, I hope you get your ass kicked. But Frank's a really good player. He's
go to work, baby.
Yeah,
I tell you what, he's got his work cut out for him with that interior you guys got.
Fletcher and Hargrave, big rookie Jordan Davis. I think, but Frank has been a really good player in the league for a while now. You guys obviously had a kid have a tremendous rookie year in Creed.
Creed Humphrey, baby. I was waiting. You better
stocks up. He's like that. He's like Tesla stock 5 years ago. It could be through the roof here in a few years. Corey Lindsley's a really, really good player with the Chargers, was great in Green Bay. It was really, really unfortunate to see Ryan Jensen go down with a knee injury. He's turned into a mauler and a great player for Tampa Bay. So, there's a lot of good centers across the league, and I got a lot of respect for anybody that plays the position because it's hard, man. Playing in the NFL is difficult, man. And to snap the ball and then try and wrestle somebody who usually outweighs you by 40 pounds, it's hard. So,
yeah,
well, they outweigh me. They outweigh me by 40 pounds.
Nobody feels bad for you. Get the fucking job done, Jason. All right.
I'm not asking for anybody to feel bad for me. I'm not throwing a pity party. All right,
but help the tight ends out. All right, those guys.
No, fuck that. I get so mad. Just throw the tight end screen in. Then they get nervous to rush. That's how you help the tight end. Stop.
That's been one of my most positive plays in this offense since I was a rookie.
Which is stupid because I think if you want to help a tight end.
Why is this stupid, Jason?
I'm not going to comment because I don't want to give defenses anything to key in on, but I think if you want to help the tight end be a better pass blocker, you run tight end obvious, Jason? Huh? No, I'm not going to say it. If you want to help the tight end be better in pass blocking, throw a couple screens out there, then the defensive end gets nervous to rush.
There you go.
There you go.
What if you don't have a tight end that knows how to run screens very well?
Then he shouldn't be in the NFL. It's the easiest thing in the world. You get beat, and then you turn around and catch the ball and run north.
What do you mean? You turn around and you see a big fence.
Travis.
Just be 300-pound linemen right there in front of you. Boom, boom, boom. It's just like, oh, my God, I can't see anything. Should I just run right into their back?
I have been around tight ends that can't block. I've been around tight ends that can't catch. I've been around tight ends that can't run routes very well. In my entire career, there's never been a tight end that can't run a tight end screen. It's the easiest thing in the world.
Jason, you played H-back in high school.
Yeah.
Did you ever get a screen?
No.
Because you couldn't fucking run a screen, Jason.
No, it's because
Everybody
we ran
knew
the
when you
wing
got the
tee.
ball.
We ran the wing tee. There wasn't a tight end screen in the wing tee. It was either jet sweep right, jet sweep left, fullback dive, or I don't even know what the other plays were. That's pretty much
You guys think watching Jason on a screen in front of the running backs in Philly is fun? You should see Jason carry the ball on a jet sweep in high school, man.
Yeah, average 9.8 yards a carry.
Fucking electric.
Well, yeah. It's also because the only reason I got the ball is because
it was like Mike Allstott.
The only reason I got the ball is because the defense was so overloaded to my side because we only ran it to me being a lead blocker. I would get an audible kill over because
Average blocker at best in high school, man. Average blocker.
Travis, you don't even know you were ineligible when I freaking played.
NL, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, kids gotta stay in school, baby.
Travis couldn't pass his French class, so he didn't play my senior year.
It's a different language, Jason. I don't know if you've ever tried to pick up a different language. It's not that easy.
I tried it, but I didn't fail it. Can you say anything in French right now?
Bonjour.
That's impressive.
Crepe.
Cleveland Heights, University Heights School District. This is what you're representing right now, Travis. Way to go. All right, here we go. Travis.
I took sign language after I failed French, everybody. Keep going, Jason.
All right, Travis is the tight end gold standard and co-founder of tight end. You're the co-founder of Tight End U?
Yes, I am. Me, George Kittle, Greg Olson, baby.
But George did most of the heavy lifting.
They came up with it.
Yeah.
No, him and his family actually do all the heavy lifting.
Okay.
Yeah, they take it over, man. It's awesome.
All right. Who's a potential breakout tight end that fantasy football fans should keep an eye on this season?
Isaiah Likely. The guy had an absolute awesome preseason. He's actually in Baltimore with Mark Andrews in a big tight end heavy offense. I mean, he's got a lot of upside in terms of his, just his athletic ability. I'm not sure how he's gone under the radar. I haven't seen much about him up until this preseason. But man, the guy looks awesome, man. I'm excited to see that duo out there in Baltimore.
Sounds like he's likely to have a good year. Well, this is the last question. Which Super Bowl ring is more epic? Eagles Super Bowl 52 or Chiefs Super Bowl 54?
The Eagles was just everybody saw it coming. I saw it coming.
Oh my gosh!
Are you kidding me,
Travis?
The Kansas City Chiefs. You don't understand the prestige and the history in Kansas City. That's what you don't understand. You think Philly has awesome history. The sports history there is okay.
It's just the place that the fucking United States of America was founded in.
All baseball. It's the Eagles are, just a fun activity on the weekend.
Travis,
until you guys got really good.
What are you doing? You're embarrassing
Kansas
yourself.
You're
embarrassing yourself.
Lamar Hunt created the entire AFC.
Yeah,
what are we even talking
legendary
about?
Lamar Hunt. All right.
Yes.
Listen,
we hadn't had one since then. We won the Lamar Hunt Trophy, went and won another Super Bowl, our second one. You guys.
That's why. Right there. You just said it.
It's legendary. It just added on to the prestige that is the Kansas City Chiefs.
You just said it. That was the Chiefs, second Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's always the first.
Better is the more you get, the better.
It's not the way it works. It's not the way it works. Everybody remembers their first. You remember your first.
Everybody.
Super Bowl 52. First Super Bowl.
Who was your first? Name it. Say them right now. Who was your first?
Super Bowl 52. I'm not saying the other one. Super Bowl 52 is the first in Eagles' history of Super Bowl era championships.
It took you 52. You guys.
So it's not even a question.
You know how long it took?
And nobody saw it coming. We were not the favorite in every single game. It's the first team to ever win a Super Bowl when Vegas thought they were going to lose. We were getting points every game. It's not even a question. It was like a real life.
I was trailing every single game of the playoffs by at least 21 points. It was crazy. Every single game. I lied. Only like 2.
Yeah, you're making things up to try and make your Super Bowl
only one
sound.
It was still an epic. What?
Well, every Super Bowl is epic. I'm not trying to listen. Super Bowl 54, it was okay, but come on. Super Bowl 52 was like the
Minnesota,
the city
we
of
were
Philadelphia.
down to Miami,
Yeah.
an energized city. Minnesota was just dull. It was everybody saw it
Yeah,
coming.
it was just about football instead of all that bullshit that happens down in Miami. Listen, Super Bowl 52 was an embodiment of the city of Philadelphia. It was like a team that was possessed by its inhabitants, an underdog city, an underdog town, came out of nowhere and won a fucking Super Bowl for the first time in its existence. This isn't even fucking close. I feel embarrassed that we're even talking about this. It's not even in the same stratosphere as the Eagles Super Bowl. But
You just if you're not in Kansas City, you just don't get it, man.
Yeah,
I will give you this. Probably the most epic and you haven't even mentioned it yet. You haven't even mentioned because you probably won't. But you beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. That's probably the only.
Yeah.
That's the only.
it's the whole
one you
thing,
got.
dude. It's the whole thing.
That's the only head up you got on this, man.
All right. Yeah. You keep dreaming. All right. Listen, Travis, you're going to go in the Hall of Fame. You have more Pro Bowls. You have more All Pros. Let me have the Super Bowl, okay? Just stop being selfish. All right. You're better looking. Let me have one goddamn thing, please. All right.
You mother.
All righty. That about wraps it up, everyone. Sorry to those of you that tuned in for the whole thing for wasting your time. That's the first episode of New Heights. It's in the books. So New Heights will appear every Wednesday during the season. Watch and subscribe on YouTube to the New Heights channel. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Reminder that New Heights is a Jukes original presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment. Thank you to our producers, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show. Catch y'all next Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in. I promise you we're going to get better at this. So, don't judge us off one episode.
This guy is just in the sympathy tunnel right now, mate.
Thank you for listening to New Heights. Make sure to rate and subscribe. Also, if you want to watch the show, go and check out New Heights on YouTube and follow the show on all social media platforms at New Heights Show.